Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic will be over 10 wardrobe staples that you need in your closet to build a base. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so like I mentioned, we're talking about basic wardrobe staples. And this is not 100% everything that you need in your closet, but I know I've done it too. I know you have, where you walk into your closet and you say, you have a closet full of clothes and you think, I have nothing to wear. So building that base with versatile quality pieces that you can mix and match is going to really help you out. And the key there, besides the basics, is going to be the mixing and matching. So that's the other part, but we'll talk about that in another video. We're going to start with the basics and build up from there. So let's go ahead and get into my 10 picks. And this is, I'm not saying buy this exact same jacket or anything like that. If I can find some similar things, I will link those down below. But for the most part, it really would just be to give you an idea of what items are considered basic ones that you should consider purchasing. A lot of these items I've had for years, so I'm pretty sure I can't find them. But if I can, they'll be linked down in the details down below or something similar to it. So let's go ahead and get into my list, which the first one up, which I left in my bedroom, but you've all seen it before, and that is going to be your basic tee. Your basic tee is going to be that base for you. I prefer a short sleeve basic tee because you can throw jackets on it in the fall and in the winter to kind of help you through your colder months. But that basic tee is going to be an amazing layer for you. And that's something that I would say, don't spend a lot of money on a basic tee. The reason why is because if you think about your white basic tee, over repeated use, you're going to get the stains through the underarm area where it's kind of like hugging between your skin and the deodorant. So you don't want to spend too much money on it, but starting with that white classic basic tee, whether that's going to be a V-neck, whether that's going to be a scoop neck, you pick what fits your body frame. Pick something that's going to feel comfortable next to your body and something that you're willing to spend hours in and not really think about it. So that's going to be my first tip for it, is going to be a basic tee. On to tip number 2, and I got to peek down at my notes. All right, so next is going to be a basic long sleeve top. So here I am talking about a basic long sleeve top. Most people will say like your button down. So this is going to be my equivalent to a classic button down. So the reason why I'm suggesting either some version of a classic button down is because that is going to be your layering piece. That item you can wear with or without other items to kind of build up your wardrobe. For me, button downs do not work. And so you have to pick what works for your body type. Reason why is because I am smaller up top than I am down below. Also, I have a short torso. So shirts tucked in do not look flattering, in my opinion, on myself. However, I love the way they look on everyone else. So you want to pick something for your body frame. And so for me, button-down tops don't work. However, this style top does. Like I said, this is going to be your basic long sleeve top. The fabric is nice and flowy. This I can get away at work. I can also pair this with jeans. I got this one from Black House White Market, as you can see the dry cleaning slip on it. But this one is going to give you your classic lines. You see here I have beautiful detail. It is button down. It's V-neck. It's a flowy material. So like I said, you can dress this up, dress this down. If I wanted to, I could layer this under the right sheath dress, and this would look great. I also have the ruffle detail here on the neck, as well as on the sleeve. So this is going to be it's a great option for me, and it's a good option for you girls that are wider at the bottom. You want to pick something that will allow you to kind of have that button down look. But if it doesn't work for your body frame, find what does. And these tops do work for me. I particularly like these because they're lightweight. I can also layer them, like I said, which works out perfectly. And it gives you that beautiful, elegant, chic look. Now, for your button-down top or some version of that like this, I would say spend a little more money. Now, everybody's budget is different. So you pick what you can fit within your budget. But this is something that I would say you want to spend a little bit more money on because it's versatile. as well as you are able to use it in a multitude of different situations. So if you spend a little bit more money, it will last you a lot longer. So this one was definitely under $100. I want to say it was around 50. So that when I say spend a little bit more money, I'm not saying spend 500. Now, hey, if you can, go ahead and do it. But when I'm saying spend a little bit more money, I'm not going to really call out exact prices because you have to find what fits your budget with these suggestions. So that's just an example of me saying when I say spend a little bit more money, just an example of what I mean by that. So we're going to put this to the side and we're going to move on to our next one, which, like I said, my notes are over here, and that's going to be your basic sleeveless top next. Notice the trend here is going to be layering. Being able to wear it one way, but if I layer it, I can wear it another way. All right, so continuation, we are talking about a basic sleeveless top. So here are two examples of basic sleeveless tops. Now, obviously, you want to get a color that you're going to be able to use in different scenarios, different outfits. So you do want to start off with your classic neutral colors, white, black, navy, gray even works. So when you see these two different colors here, like this one's a pink, I wouldn't say start with the pink. But if your wardrobe works, like if you have a lot of black in your wardrobe, maybe you do want to look at getting some colors. So it just is going to depend on what you already have and then build from there. So that way you're not buying a whole bunch of things at the same time. But here's two examples of a sleeveless top. I'm saying get a sleeveless top because first off, you can wear a sleeveless top in the summertime when it's warmer without anything. For me, I will wear that out somewhere to dinner or to brunch or wherever I'm going shopping by itself. I will also layer a cardigan or a jacket on top of these and wear it to church or to work. And that way I have then a more polished work attire with the same item that I can also wear on top of a pair of jeans or a skirt and make it a cute classic. So these are two examples. This one came from Banana Republic. Like you can see, it is a flowy see-through fabric that I will layer a little piece under for the see-through part. And this one came from J. Crew. And I'll admit, I never got it altered, but I like the ruffle detail, the black and white contrast. But this is also another example. I can wear this alone or also under a jacket or over it under a cardigan. So this is a nice basics as well to kind of mix and match your wardrobe. So next up is going to be a basic dress. For example, a sheath dress, a A-line dress. It's going to be something basic that you can dress up and put extra jewelry on, some formal heels, and go to some type of nice evening out or to dinner or to an event. Also, you're able to wear that to work, kind of switch up your jewelry a little bit and make it a little bit more casual. You also, not casual, but business casual is what I should say. You could also throw a jacket on it and make it a suit or a cardigan, in my preference, and make it a little bit more dressy for your work environment. Also, wear it and stick it under this, right? And then I can have my sleeves out, and then this is now also a layered look. So you have a little bit of planning that you can do when you're looking for these pieces, but if you plan right, you buy good quality staple items and stick to the basics initially, you can see how you can build from there. So this one has a bow detail on it. I've had this dress for years. But so I'm not saying get something with a bow detail, but my example of a black classic dress that you can wear, this one is a sheath dress, but like I said, go with your body frame. So if A-line works best for you, get A-line. Don't get a straight cut. You work with what your body says and what your budget says. Budget says. And you work from there is pretty much what I'm saying. So a black dress is going to be a great staple. Now, if you're not a dress person, I'm a dress person. Go with black pants. Go with a skirt. I just prefer a dress because I just really like it, like I said, but just find what works for you and then borrow these tips. All right, so next up is going to be your casual jacket. And like I said, I'll have two examples here. So one of these was a little bit more expensive than the other. One I just bought, and I'll just give prices here just to give you an example. So casual jacket sorry. Casual jacket example number 1. This is some buttons that I made into a brooch to kind of amp my jacket up here a little bit. But, so this is a casual jacket number 1. So this olive green, you would think green is not a basic color. However, your olive green, your army green is a really good basic. It is so surprising that it is, but this shade is a great basic. I got this jacket for $25 at Charlotte Russe like at least 6 years ago. All right, and I'm still using it. So like I'm saying, just because you're not buying it from Saks, just because you're not buying a designer item does not mean it's of good quality, right? And it does not mean just because I didn't spend $250 on it and I only spent $200, it's not going to last. So make sure you're paying attention to detail and quality. So I'll just throw out here just a little bit. Just because it's more expensive does not guarantee that it is going to be of good quality. Pay attention to the stitching. Pay attention to the materials that's used. Now, if your budget doesn't allow you to buy an item of better quality, work with what you got, take good care of it, and then work your way up. But I wanted to throw that out there to say, not everything has to cost a lot of money to be of good quality, and it will last you for years. So this is a great example of a casual, versatile jacket. It has the drawstring right here, so it allows me to accentuate my waist a little bit more. The length is great, so you want to pick something where the length hits you at just like, I'd say, top of your hip, maybe mid-butt area, depending on the look that you're going for. But don't pick something that's cropped, right? Because cropped is an example of something that is trendy. You want your classic your jackets in order to trends in time, as well as be a classic staple and a basic in your wardrobe, to be of those basic cuts, those classic cuts that are going to take you from year to year and season to season. Pretty much want to make sure that it hits you at your hip area or below your hip area to be considered kind of like that classic cut for you. So this is one example of a classic jacket in a versatile color as far as casual goes. This new one here, which I'll link down below, is from Talbots, and it is a jean jacket. I have been looking for a jean jacket actually on and off for several years. So if you get a jean jacket, definitely get something that is going to be a classic cut. Don't get a crop. Like I said, let this one hit you at just above the hip or just below. I would say you would want to err on the side of getting a shorter jacket. If you are, get a shorter jacket so that way it hits you, not crop, but hits you at the very top of your hip or just below your waist, somewhere like that. So that way it's at a classic cut that's going to work for a bunch of different situations. So this jacket was on sale at Talbots for 40% off, and then also an additional 25% off. This is something that I think most people would consider the price that I paid for this a little bit more expensive. I want to say the original retail price for this jacket was $119, so I got it for like $78, $79, which I will admit is not super cheap for a jacket, but I plan on keeping this for years. It is of a classic cut, has classic ruffle detail, which I really like, so over time this cost per wear is going to work for me, and I'm just willing to pay a little bit more for the cut and fit and the look that I want. So this is an example of a good quality jacket that may cost you a little bit more money. They definitely have jackets at Old Navy and Gap and wherever else, or even the Goodwill. So definitely you don't have to get it brand new, but this is a good example. So it has the classic button detail. Like I said, what attracted me to it was the ruffle detail up at the neckline. I haven't seen any jackets like that, so I thought this was, since it was on sale, it was a good time to get it, and the fit worked. It's kind of got a stretch to it, so definitely consider that as well, because that way it'll help hold its shape, and I think it just fits better on your body that way. So, and you also can always roll up the sleeves. So those are two examples of a classic casual jacket. Now I'll talk about a more dressy jacket that you can also purchase as well. All right, so number 6 on the list is going to be a dress jacket. And when a dress jacket, I'm talking about a nice blazer, so that, and your neutral colors, This one came from J. Crew, and it's the boyfriend blazer, and I've had this one for 6 years too. So this is where another example of spending more money. Definitely I never paid full price for these. I got these on sale from J. Crew because it's a staple that they kind of repeat every year after year. But spending a little bit more money on your higher quality fabrics like your wool silk blends, wool and cashmere, for example, or two examples of kind of those more expensive blends, is going to help it lay well. The look of it will look really great on your body. And also when you're looking to dress it up and put it over your shirt and wear it like it's a suit, or wear it over your dress to make it basically look like a suit, you do want to spend a little bit more money, as long as your budget allows, to give the look that you want. Far away, you may see a really pretty dress, and then up close, you're like, that dress is made with some horrible materials, and it matters. It definitely matters. So definitely consider that. But like I said, this I've had for 7 years, and I have done that same thing. I've thrown this over a jacket, thrown it over a jacket. I've thrown it over a shirt, and actually made it a suit. So you can do this with a versatile staple. A lot of people buy black, which I totally agree with the black, because the black is a lot more versatile and easier to match up with separates that weren't necessarily made to go together. So I would say black would be your easier bet, but navy is also an option, as well as your gray. I have this in a gray as well, but you want a classic jacket, nothing trendy. You know, it has the button detail here. It's a two button jacket with the 2 holes. That's always going to be your classic, no matter what happens with trends and everything that's going on. Like, I know the Balmain style jackets are really in right now. You know, you have the double breasted blazer jackets that are in right now. Pick something of a classic cut, because that is what's going to take you year after year. Classic never goes out of style. May not be as exciting as the latest and greatest, but when you're spending a little bit more money on your classic staples, that's okay, because that is going to take you from year to year to year, like I said, versus, oh, it's in right now. I'm sorry, I'm not paying $250 or $100 for something that's just in right now. That's just me. You do you. And it has the button detail here, so I like that I can also fold up the sleeves like this if I just want to kind of show the detail here, as well as just a different look. So you do want to get a classic blazer that fits your body well and is a shade that is going to work for your closet. So definitely, before you go out and buy these things, take a look at what you already have and pick colors and styles that are going to accentuate and add to your wardrobe, not cause you to say, well, I have these staples and then I had nothing to build with them, so now I got to buy a whole bunch more other stuff. You want to strategically do that, and over time. That way you're being less wasteful with your money, as well as with the items that you already bought, and you're working those in. So just a little staple tag or suggestion there. So that is your dress jacket. Next up, I don't have one in front of me, but you already know what it is, and it's going to be your basic pant, like I just mentioned a little bit ago when I was talking about a classic dress. Your black pair of pants, or gray or navy. I honestly will say, of my dress pants, I have black, and I have gray, and I have navy. So I have all 3 that I use. So definitely pick, I think black is a really good one to go with, because it makes it less obvious, especially if you're going to be repeating a pair of pants, especially like when I go out of town. I may only bring 1 pair or 2 pair of pants with me. You can't really tell that I had the same black pair of pants on when I wore them Monday, and then also I wore them again on Wednesday, because they're black. But sometimes other colors, like if you're talking about a gray where it's a lighter shade of gray, it's easier to notice. I don't think anybody's really paying that much attention to you at work, but if you're worried about that, that's just a quick tip there. But your classic pair of black pants. Definitely pick something that works for your body. So for me, I am a curvier girl down below. I always have to get my pants shortened, so definitely do not be afraid of alterations, because I always have to do that. But I pick usually for me, like not a boot cut, but kind of a square type of fit works for my body. It's also a classic style that is repeatable. So just think about those when you're looking at your body frame. Also for people with hips and things like that, straight leg cut works well because it hits you right at your ankle, and it also looks more tapered and professional, and then you're not worrying about, oh, well, now boot cut is in versus bell bottoms or whatever. It's a classic style, and even if it's not necessarily in style, if it fits your body well in a classic cut, it doesn't matter whether that's the current trend or not. You still look great. You still look classic. You still look relevant and current. Now, next up is going to be a basic jean. I won't pull that out, but definitely find a jean that works for your body frame. Same thing, right? Right now, I think the wider leg pants are out. You won't see me buying them, but the wider leg short pants are out. That doesn't really work for my body. I have thick thighs. I don't need more attention being brought to my legs by buying a shorter pant with a wider leg like that. So pick something that works for your body. Same thing here is going to be that classic. Pick a color and a cut that's going to work for your body frame. Not that it's trendy, but that it actually is a staple cut for you that accentuates your features, not makes you look a little weird, just because you want to be in trend or on trend. So definitely think about those things when you find a classic jean, and pick a color that will work. I prefer darker dyes like black, or your darker kind of like really dark navy colored jeans. I want to say stains, sorry, so that's why I'm pausing like that. But I like those because I like the beautiful look of them, especially when you're wearing them with blazers. They just look so much more polished, especially if you have jean day at work, whenever we are able to go back into the office. Some people actually are back in the office, but when the rest of the world catches up, you want to make it, you want that pant to take you from event to event. So you want to be able to wear it on the weekend. You also want to be able to wear it to work. That way you get more bang for your buck out of it. And so by picking those classics first, those staples, that's going to help you keep it going, help you spend less money. Also, because you're not trying to keep up with trends and things like that, or you don't need a pant for the weekend and a pant for work. You already have that. And my style is more classic, so that's why it works for me. Next up, which is going to be the last two, is going to be a quality belt. And this is going to be another one that I'm going to say is, with all of these, this is going to be, you don't always have to spend a lot of money, but this is actually another physical example that I have of not spending a lot of money and I have a good quality belt. So, for example, I wish I knew the company that Express used to make these. Hindsight is 2020. I wish I would have bought several colors of these. But I use my belt to pretty much hold my pants up. I don't tuck my shirt in, so you never really see my belt. So I use my belt strictly for function, not fashion. And just to get that disclaimer out there, I've had this black croc belt for the past at least 15 years. No lie. I got this belt for, I think, $25 from Express when I was in undergrad, okay? And I'm just going to show you, sorry, I dropped it on the floor. Like, literally, you see somewhere there, right? Because that's where the notch that I use, but you don't see any tears. Literally, I have used this belt for the last 20 years. I haven't been out of college that long. But I've used this belt for at least the last 15 years. I would say the major part of wear of this belt is right here on the buckle, where you see it's, it's worn, it is rusted, the coating is coming off. But the leather is that good, the quality is that great, that this belt has lasted me that long. So that's why I'm saying pick a quality belt. Now, whether you tuck your shirt in and you want your belt to be that accent, so whether you use black or use a neutral color, pick a neutral color that is versatile for you. And when I say versatile for you is if you want to pick one belt, right, and you want to wear it around your waist to hold your pants up for functional reasons, but you also want to use that same belt to accent your waist and wear it on top of a jacket, or to cinch in your waist to show a dress off or anything like that, then definitely be strategic with your sizing so that way you can make it fit around your waist versus around your belt loops later when you need to wear it in that way. And pick a classic color. Like I said, black is a good one. Your tans, your brown, not too dark brown, but kind of like that mid-tone saddle brown is a good one because that one will be a great staple color to accentuate your waist when you want to wear it on top of clothes, but it also will be a great feature when you just want to accent your belt area when you tuck your shirt in. So pick a great quality belt. You don't have to spend a lot of money. So that's another one there, but definitely pick something of good quality. Pay attention to the materials that are used, and don't pick anything with too many bells and whistles, so that way you're able to be versatile with using your belt. And I'll throw some examples of belts that I think are great versatile ones that could be used in that fashion. And then last up is going to be pick a quality pair of shoes. If you could only pick one pair of shoes, whether you wear heels all the time, whether you wear kind of slip-ons, pick a quality shoe that is going to take you through most of your wardrobe. So if your job is mostly, as I say, basic casual, but business casual or dressy, definitely consider what type of shoe you need to pick and pick a neutral one. I prefer leather because when it rains, you don't have to worry about it. Also, from season to season, leather is that all-season material that takes you through every season, whereas when I see suede, I think about wintertime versus suede in the summer. So think about those things. You want something that's just going to work for most of your wardrobe to start off with, and a color that works for most of your outfits and most of the scenarios that you have, and then you can build from there. So definitely let me know if you have any of these staples in your closet. Let me know if you're looking for any of these staples in your closet. Also, feel free to give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed the content so far. I love to hear questions and comments from you. Excuse me. I love videos every Wednesday covering topics related to fashion, luxury. A lot of times I do focus on the pre-love side of things when I'm talking about accessories, but definitely that is kind of more so what my content is, and I also do throw in some lifestyle topics as well. So I love hearing from you. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Thank you again for watching and spending a little bit of your time of your day with me. I appreciate it. And go ahead and subscribe. Designer Accessory Adoption Team is accepting more people. We love more people on our team. So I would love to see you hit that subscribe and that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Bye.